Okay, YouTubers, I'm still driving there to Shark Valley, and right now, as you can see, I have already left the city. I have already left Miami, and it's nothing but an open plain here. And I have been driving for a while. Now, and as a matter of fact, I also had to switch the mic, the directional mic. I had to switch it from facing forward, because I was doing the blogging, the face blogging, to facing back, so that I have you guys can get a directional audio quality. And so I'll continue to drive here according to the maps app. Let me see if it comes into view, if you're able to view it. It says that I'm approximately 13 miles away, so that's 17 minutes at my average speed. And so I should be there. Once I get there, I'll continue to film in the rest area, the parking lot, the parking rest area, right before I go in, and I start setting up, because I gotta dismount the bicycle. I gotta get my bag. I have a couple of other things there. That's those Snickers candy bar that's gonna be my lunch. And I also brought an igloo with ice water, because it's very hot. Today is not such a hot day, but it gets very hot in Miami. Okay guys, I'll continue to film. See you in the next shot. So I just went in there, and I was told the entrance is $30, and I just paid $30. I remember a couple of years back, some 3 or 4 years back, just to go in, it used to be $10. And then you had additional options if you wanted to pay for the train ride, the train that takes you all the way down to the observation tower, the additional 11 kilometers. But it's strange, I guess. Everything has gotten expensive, so I just paid the $30. It's worth it. So here I am. I'm in the parking, resting area. So here I am, guys. I just parked in the rest area, and I'm about to dismount my kid's bike, and I don't want to pan around to show my license plate, but this is what the gimbal is shaking. So this is what the visitor center looks like. That's what they call it, the visitor center. And despite the pandemic, I mean, there's a lot of visitors here. So I am gonna head out that way in a little bit when I set up my bike. And there's also bike rentals here, and I'll show you what that little train that there's like a tour, but it must be an additional, it's got to be an additional price. But I came on, prepare, so I'm gonna be on my bicycle, on my son's bike. So this is the bike I'm gonna be using to go all the way to the observation deck. So here it is, guys. I'm giving you a preview of what the visitor center looks like. And I have an issue with the gimbal. It keeps shaking. I did an auto tune, but I do not know what's going on the Ronin SC, so I don't know how this footage is gonna come out. These are the little trains, the tram tours. I do not know if they're operational today, but either way, I'm headed out. I'm gonna make this loop myself. I'm gonna do it on the bike. So this is the beginning of the loop. This is the start of the loop. As you can see, there are some bikers there, and my objective now is to get to the end of the observation tower. And on the way there, like I told you, it's approximately it's approximately 7 miles or 11 kilometers. So I'm not really sure if distance wise, but once I get to the observation tower, then I'll be able to film. And on the way here I will show you the beautiful sight. I will show you if I bump into some crocodiles, I will film that. Look at this beautiful plain here. Hello. Look at this beautiful plain here. It's just like it melts into the openness, the open field of the Everglades. And as you can see, there is water, it's marsh. All this terrain is still virgin, and this is part of the Everglades. It's a protected national park, and so this is what the trip is about. If you notice that I'm gasping for air, it's because I'm also pedaling my bike. I'm pedaling as I film, and once I bump into a croc, hopefully I'll be able to film it. Okay guys, so here I'm like 5 minutes into the biking trajectory all the way to the observation tower, and my gimbal keeps shaking. And as I said before, according to the Shark Valley's website, it reads that the loop's distance from beginning to end is 15 miles. So half of that is 7 miles, which will be approximately 11 kilometers. So that is the distance that from the visitation center to the observation tower I am biking to. I am headed to the observation tower, and it should be approximately 11 kilometers away. And I am beginning to get a little tired because besides pedaling the bike, I am carrying the gimbal. So as you can see, I'm maneuvering the bike with one hand, and with the other hand I have the gimbal and all the camera setup. So that is why you can hear me that I am gasping for air, but it is fine. Every single second, every single moment of this video content is worth it, because just as much as you're gonna enjoy this, I'm enjoying it myself. And I just hope that pretty soon I'm able to bump into a croc or a couple of crocodiles so that I can film them. So again, I don't know what's going on with my gimbal, guys. For some reason my Ronin SC gimbal, it keeps shaking. I have calibrated it. I have balanced it correctly. It's not uneven to the best of my knowledge, but I keep getting this like shaking, this trembling, and I'm beginning to suspect that some of this footage is gonna come out bad. But again, I'm gonna continue to film regardless until I get to the observation tower. And just in case, I brought my my other little gimbal, my iPhone gimbal, another DJI OM4 Osmo 4. So if anything, I'll just switch over to the Osmo 4. But the only bad thing is that it doesn't have an external mic, because the Rode mic ME, if I'm not mistaken, that I purchased to connect it to my iPhone, it does not fit on the gimbal. It does not fit on the OM4, because at the base where the lightning connector is, it bulges out and it hits one of the motors, so it gets stuck there, and I couldn't make it happen. So that is why I have my complete setup on my Canon G7 Mark III mounted on the DJI Ronin SC gimbal. But I do not know why it keeps shaking. But anyways, I'll continue to film. Okay guys, so here I am I'm halfway to the I am halfway to the observation tower, and I took a little break because I'm carrying a lot of heavy stuff, heavy gear. So took a little break and had one of my Snickers candy bar, and as you can see, the bike is there. That's my kid's bike, and had a little bit of water, and I'm gonna continue. I'm halfway, so I'm assuming halfway. If from the parking, the visitor center is approximately 11 kilometers away, and I'm halfway to the observation tower, so that's half of that. So I'm about 5 kilometers away, somewhere around there, about 5 kilometers away, and I should be there in no time. So I'm gonna start pedaling now and see you guys there at the observation tower. Thank you. So finally, guys, here I am. Finally, I have reached the observation tower, and it took a while. And by the way, the Ronin SC gimbal keeps shaking, and I still don't know why it keeps doing that. I have tried multiple times, and I know that during this video shots I keep complaining about the gimbal stability. So I think I have made up my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be returning this Ronin SC gimbal. It has an issue that I do not know how to resolve. But anyways, I have reached the observation tower, and it has been approximately 11 kilometers from the visitation center, and the observation tower is about 65 feet high. If you convert that into meters divided by 3, so it should be approximately 22 meters height. And I see that bikers, they leave their bikes here, they dock their bikes, and unfortunately I forgot to bring my bike lock. So I'm gonna see what I can do about that. So I am headed into the it says no bikes beyond this point, but I mean, I have a situation and I don't want my bike to get stolen, and it's not even my bike, it's my son's bike. So I just hope the ranger lets this one slide. So here's the observation tower, as you can see there. So that's the tower itself. I'm gonna be going up there, and I'm gonna be taking some nice good panoramic shots from there. So here I am, guys, at the bottom of the bottom portion of the observation tower. The observation tower is up there, and I hope I have my ND filter turned on. So down here, I went to use the restroom. Down here is a small like an outline of like part of the history and what the you know, what the Everglades is about. And as you can see there, it says driven by rain, and it talks about how Earth's surface is covered 70% by water, and how we should call, you know, planet is a water planet. And here it outlines how before man engineer, before 1880, this is how from Lake Okeechobee there used to be all this flood, and it was the natural flow of water. So all this here used to get during the bad seasons, it used to get flooded. But then once man engineered and created levees and canals and all this other stuff, there was a spur of agriculture, as you can see here. And it just like outlines what the Everglades is about. The same thing is there in Spanish, Batalla por el agua, and this is the English version. And so I had to leave my bike there because, as I said, I forgot my bike lock. That was one of the things I forgot. So if a ranger comes by, I just hope that he lets me slide, and I'm not gonna pay any mind to that. So I'm gonna begin going up. At this point, I'm gonna begin going up. The gimbal keeps shaking. At this point, I'm gonna begin going up the tower, and I'm gonna make that loop, and I'm gonna keep filming. And so So guys, I am going up the observation tower, and I'm panning down here. Some sort of a, I don't know, some sort of a city water and sewer box, and it's solar power. So look at the structure of the tower. This is the structure of the tower, and I'm beginning to realize that my battery is about to die out. But I brought an extra battery, so that's not going to be an issue. So here I am going up the loop of the observation tower. Um, I have some people coming up there. I'm not going to film them because I want them to be on video. So I'm going to keep headed up, and this is a beautiful shot, as you can see here, of the observation tower. And even from here, I'm not up to 65 feet as of now, but even here you get a beautiful view of the Everglades, a beautiful view of this is like I would say this is like the heart of the Everglades. Here it's the heart of the Everglades because for square miles on either side, whether north, south, east, west, it's just nothing but Everglades. There's no communication here. There is no cell phone reception either, and it's just like plain nature. It's beautiful. I'm gonna point down there with this gimbal, with this Ronin SC gimbal. I'm not able to zoom with the built-in functions, but I am able to film. So that's all I want, to film. So here I have reached the top of the observation tower, and this is supposed to be, over here is supposed to be 65 feet high, and if you divide that by 3, well, it's approximately 20 to 22 meters, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna do the calculation. 21.6 meters. So here's some sort of spiral stairs, and this is accessible only for the city. So let's see what else is here. Some people there are going on their way down. Let's see what else is here. This photo here outlines the early way of life here. Before, I would assume, the conquistadores. It says down below, it says a Miccosukee family. Miccosukee is the native tribe in this area. There's also a Seminole and Miccosukees share this area, and we're talking about the 1700s, 1800s, and you can get an idea of what the history, how it dates back. And by the way, the gimbal keeps shaking, and it's very annoying. So as you can see there, the heart of the Everglades. Look at this. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna switch over to my my Osmo 4 gimbal, because this shakiness, I don't think I'm gonna get good footage, and I'm gonna be returning this gimbal. So at this point, I had to stop using the DJI Ronin SC gimbal. And when I was at the top of the observation tower, I went ahead, as you can see, and put away the Ronin SC and switched over to my Osmo 4 smartphone gimbal. So the remaining of the video was shot on an iPhone 11 using a DJI Osmo 4 gimbal, and it is very unfortunate because the way I had the Ronin SC gimbal set up with my Canon G7 Mark III, it was a very nice setup. It had a wind muffler mic connected to it, and I mean, all the perfect setup needed for a more of a professional shot, but it didn't work out because the Ronin SC gimbal kept shaking. It kept doing this very strange thing, and I was just afraid that the footage was gonna come out very bad. So that is when I decided to, when I got at the top of the tower, I decided to just cut it a quits and switched over gimbals. Well, anyways, what is important here is that I was able to reach the observation tower. I was able to get a more than good footage for my audience, and I was able to go around all the way to the top of the loop of the observation tower. And I am surprised that I found the place open, because I had second doubts by the time I was already approaching there, thinking that it was going to be closed. But that wasn't the case, and I'm glad I was able to complete the footage. I went prepared. I had a second plan, a plan B, in case things went sour, which they did, but I was able to take care of the situation then. So guys, this is pretty much the end of the video, the end of the shooting, and at this point I had to just record over my last two video clips, because filming on the OM4 DJI OM4 iPhone 11 gimbal, I don't have a wind muffler. I don't have any sort of mic connected to it, and the noise was just unbearable. You couldn't make out just about anything because it was so windy, so noisy up there, and it was very unfortunate, as I stated before, that I had to stop using the DJI Ronin SC gimbal because of the shakiness. But again, this is not about, a gimbal comparison or issue, but although it's very unfortunate, what matters here is that I was able to get a good footage, and I am rectifying the issue or the error by just adding audio on top of my last two video clips. And by doing so, I am giving my audience a better video and audio and content quality in general. And that's what it is about. So thank you, YouTubers. Thank you for watching my videos. If you do like this video, then you go ahead and please give me a like. And if you wish to subscribe, I am doing my best to throw out content out there at least on a weekly basis. Enjoy and have a wonderful day.